Hey everyone, I'm Metuchen Mayor Jonathan Bush, and I want to tell you about a unique opportunity that we have to invest significant amounts in borough infrastructure. Metuchen has a once-in-a-generation opportunity to transform one of our largest remaining dilapidated industrial properties into a thriving community that will significantly enhance the borough with reimagined open space and unprecedented investment in Metuchen's infrastructure and environment.
So how is this even possible?
Now that environmental cleanup work on the site of the former Gulton factory off of Durham Avenue is complete, the owner of the property is seeking to transform the space through a new pilot program.
What is a pilot?
A pilot is a payment in lieu of taxes, and they are designed for properties just like these. Instead of paying traditional property taxes, a pilot requires that a developer make payments to a municipality on the basis of its project revenue instead of traditional property taxes over a period of time. Pilots tend to incentivize a developer to transform a property that might otherwise just sit there, as this one has for nearly a century. They are better for municipalities like ours because over that same period, we end up getting more revenue than we would through property taxes.
But I need to pay taxes, why don't they?
A pilot agreement does not mean that a developer will never pay taxes. In fact, this proposed pilot would result in nearly $20 million in our borough over the next 30 years, after which the owner would pay traditional property taxes.
Well, who are our new neighbors?
A joint venture, including a group called Klein Enterprises, is purchasing the Gulton Track property. Although it's private property, the borough's been working closely with the developer to ensure that the property doesn't just become another warehouse. Our hope is that through this development, we can eliminate an eyesore, preserve open space that was once inaccessible to our residents, and bring back rare birds and plant life that were once part of the area, all while investing in major infrastructure projects throughout the borough.
Couldn't we just forego the whole pilot thing and let the developer revamp the land and maybe build one of those Amazon warehouses?
No. The borough does not want to bring the increased truck traffic and noise that comes with more warehouses. We don't want to allow a developer to come and decrease the quality of life in the borough. Instead, they'll be building an apartment complex that will increase property values near the Gulton Track.
Did you hear that? More apartments in Metuchen.
That's a good thing. New apartments bring new residents into town, and when they shop locally, that increases our economy. Besides, that provides more apartments for seniors when they downgrade and they don't have to move away from town. And I also heard most of the apartments in town are completely filled. So we must be a pretty popular place.
Why wouldn't we want to put money into our recreational fields?
Exactly. Great investment can happen if this project actually takes place. Not to mention the environmental cleanup in that area.
Talking about a great project, did you hear that the borough is going to use some of the pilot revenue to reinvest in our library? As a friend of the Metuchen Library, these changes are so needed.
But what about the schools? You know, with new apartments, that means kids are flooding the school system, and they always forget about that in those pilot programs.
Hey, are you guys talking about the apartments over at Gulton? Did you hear? The Board of Ed's going to get nearly $6 million as a result of the pilot that's going to happen. And that's tax money we wouldn't have gotten over the next 30 years. It's going to help with infrastructure and help with the kids that are coming into the school system over the next decade. It's going to be a win-win for everybody.
All these investments do sound good.
I didn't want to step in on what you're talking about. Did you mention something about the new fire and EMS facility in town?
We were talking about the new apartments in town and the new investments the pilot program will be help funding.
Projects like this can go a long way in funding critical infrastructure projects like the fire and EMS facility we're talking about.
Mayor Bush, we heard all about the pilot program, and we're so excited to meet our new neighbors.
That's so great. Wait till I tell you about
Oh, we heard all about it. I gotta go now.
I gotta go tell my neighbors.